500 futures were down 3%, and 10-year Treasury futures were down 1%. The first, October 9th, 2008, we know what happened after that. The second, March 18th, 2020, and we know what happened after that. The fact that all it took for Powell to say that there was a 75 basis point being off the table to elicit a 1,000-point surge in the Dow, that attests to how oversold the market is and how disconnected it is with reality. The Bank of England is warning that warning of recessions as it lifts interest rates. Tightening into a recession is a standard term of a stagflation environment. Russia's nuclear threats are beginning to be felt across the world as countries begin to say, okay, what if Russia does lob a nuke? What if they do deploy nuclear weapons? What if they allow another country to use a nuclear weapon by moving through or moving by the means of Russia? That's according to a Pentagon spokesperson. John Kirby says that this is not the behavior of a responsible nuclear power. And so they're setting up the terms to be able to remove Russia from power entirely. Remove them from the face of the economy, remove their entire government structure. And what has Russia said all along? If and only if there is a threat to Russia, they will use nuclear weapons. And look at what's happening every single day. The PLA, that's the People's Liberation Army in China, they are beginning to step up real-life combat drills in the East China Sea. Further details are coming in showing that preparedness measures that Russia is taking to deploy nuclear weapons in an attack against NATO countries are in effect practice sessions. Members of the Baltic Fleet held war games, as we reported on last week. They delivered mock missiles to the crews of Iskander operational tactical missile systems in Kaliningrad, and we're starting to see Russia come out and say, yes, we did this. The drills held near the borders of EU member states Poland and Lithuania are, according to Russian sources, a warning of what is to come. You see, they've already said they will wipe the UK off the face of the earth. They are already getting their citizens ready to completely annihilate Poland. We just have to hope that it doesn't become a worldwide event. RT editor-in-chief last month said it was more probable that Russia's war in its current conflict zone will end in a nuclear strike than Putin backing down. On Russia's state-owned television, one of the hosts went on further to say that open discussions need to be made for Moscow using nuclear weapons against Germany, against the United Kingdom, and possibly against the United States of America. Putin himself hinted at nuclear strikes, telling lawmakers last week that Russia will unleash lightning-fast retaliatory strikes if anyone dares to intervene in the ongoing events in its current conflict zone. We have all the tools for this, they warn. Things no one else can boast of having now, and we will not boast. We will use them if necessary, and I want everyone to know that. The Russian defense minister's statement said that the war games didn't explicitly mention the use of nuclear weapons, but that those were the implied weapons used, and the targets that were going to be attacked were going to be areas outside of its current conflict zone. The servicemen who took part in the drills also were said to have practiced actions in the conditions of radiation and chemical contamination of the entire area. The Kremlin is saying that there is hostile rhetoric coming from Poland, and that is a source of a threat. You know, when a police officer